Hey guys, I'm Steve Grant with RecCom Outdoors. Today, we're going to discuss the 1/16 inch cable. I'm going to be rigging one of my favorite lures, which is a large Thunderstruck in color Amex. First, we want to make sure that we have a crimp tool and all the pieces necessary. In the little box here, we have lure stoppers, a little piece of heat shrink, a 1.9 millimeter copper double crimp, and we have two options for you for the tag for the very end piece. We like to rig it with a piece of chafe tube. We also included a thimble in case you prefer to rig it that way. I'm going to show you how I like to rig it, which is with the chafe tube. We're going to grab out one of our leaders. I'm going to grab my lure, and you simply just take the tag end, and we've already completed the other end for you. So slide the lure onto the leader. First of all, we get our little lure stopper. Put this on first. And then the small piece of heat shrink that we've put in there for you. Go ahead and put that on there. And this is our 1.9 millimeter copper double sleeve. We're going to put the sleeve on. And we give you two options for the last part here. We like to rig it with the chafe tube, but we also included a thimble in case that's your preferred method. So we'll put the chafe tube right here on the end. Now we're simply going to grab our high-speed hook set. Again, this one for this lure is a 10-aught in the high-speed series. Go right through here, and we're going to put the cable back into the copper double sleeve. You want to make sure that you're crimping straight up and down and not sideways like this. We specifically count from the nose to the back when we tell you which crimp slot to go into. Now we're going to be using the second crimp slot. So we're going to take our 1.9 millimeter copper double sleeve here, put the crimp into the tool, so we can kind of get everything lined up. So you can see I'm pushing it through, and I kind of put my shoulder on here, and I'm going to pull this until the chafe tube is nice and tight up against the sleeve. Now we'll kind of pinch that down just a little bit so it doesn't move, and we're going to go ahead and mash it all the way down. As you can see at this point, I have a little bit of a flare on the front. Now with cable, we're not nearly as concerned about having the flared ends. So we're gonna pull this down just a little bit, and we're gonna continue to crimp that all the way down. And if you can see that right there, we have a really nice crimp that's gonna be very nice and smooth, and there's a very, very little tag end. And then this is where the heat shrink comes in. So take the heat shrink and go over the front. And if you have a heating gun, great. If not, a lighter works just fine. So we will go ahead and do a little heat work to this right here. And simple as that, we have an absolutely perfectly rigged large Thunderstruck. Now we are ready to rock, go out there and catch some fish.